Hi guys, well I thought I would do a little get ready with me. I haven't done one in a while and just kind of catch up. As I mentioned in my previous favorites video, I've been using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. I'm in the shade 118 or Y325. And I've just been using it with like a flat top brush. So this is kind of just the makeup I've been wearing recently. I don't know, I just want something simple, easy go-to. I feel like I haven't done one of these types of video in quite a while. Just starting to get a breakout. It just popped up yesterday out of nowhere on the corner of my lip. So if it looks funny or kind of swollen over here, that's why. And it just literally came out of nowhere. This sucker's hurt right there too. So it's better than yesterday though. So hopefully it's gonna go away. The only thing I noticed with this foundation, since it's kind of thin, I feel like everything soaks up the product easily. Like I usually need between 2 and 3 pumps for my whole face, where everything else I just need like 2 or sometimes 1 depending on how well it spreads. Do you guys find that with this? I have some major allergies with the weather going back and forth. I feel like it's totally messing with my sinuses. So I have a lot of darkness. You can see right here. I'll be trying to cover up. I like this foundation because it looks kind of natural, but yet, and it doesn't really sink into any of my fine lines or acne scarring as bad as some other foundations, but yet you can still see my skin through it, which I like. The only thing, I have been out in the sun a little bit more, so I have some hyperpigmentation right here, you can see. And I always seem to get it right on the tops of my cheeks. Sometimes I feel like when I don't wear a foundation with as much coverage, it can look, you know, my under eyes are naturally lighter, and then it automatically makes, like this comes down right here, it's whiter. And I feel like sometimes in this HD camera, like I noticed it in the last video, it'll make it look like I've incorrectly concealed under my eyes or something. It'll be real sharp and then you'll see darkness. It's because of that sun damage here. I could spend a lot of time correcting it, but it only really makes a difference on camera. So anyway, you see it. That's what you're seeing. I did actually get my hair cut yesterday. You probably can't tell. I asked for like a blunt cut because my ends, she actually cut about 3 to 4 inches off of it. My ends were getting so thin they were see-through. So literally my hair was longer than this, but I just needed the ends to look a little more healthy. I wanted it to still look long though. They were just so bad. Like all of a sudden, and I always kind of get my ends trimmed, but it just needed it. It was so bad. My hair's so thin anymore anyway. Sorry, I'm grabbing a tissue to wipe this foundation off a little bit. Oh, I wanted to tell you though, I did get, and this isn't damp anymore, I did try out the new Real Techniques Beauty Blender sponge, and this is really nice. And it actually, once it's damp and it expands, it is probably the closest thing I've seen to the Beauty Blender. I don't know if this is, I haven't tried the original one, but this one's really nice, and I love the flat top, and then it's pointed, but it also has a little flat area up at the top. So it expands really nice when it's damp, and that flat end is really nice to put foundation on with. So I'm really enjoying this. And you can tell even dry, it's squishy like a beauty blender. You know how a lot of sponges, they're hard as a rock when they're dry? This is nice, and again, it's really nice when you use it, you know, damp like you're supposed to. I just didn't know how many people had tried that or noticed it. I found it in Ulta. I don't know, I've had it probably a couple weeks now. So I'm gonna conceal or correct under my eyes because again, like I said, they're pretty blue. I've still just been using the Pixie corrector, and I'm gonna use some other Pixie products in this video that I had mentioned. You guys wanted to kind of see that look I wore in my last kind of like current favorites outfit of the day video, which thank you. I got some nice feedback on that. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the video. I don't always prime my eyelids anymore because it's just been quick, get out the door, but I will try to put some powder or run the foundation over it a little bit just to help with staying power. I am going to add a little bit of concealer. I've still been using the Maybelline Fit Me. I have it in 2 different colors. I have it in light and I have it in fair. I cannot get my hands on the Tarte Shape Tape for anything. They're out at my store. They're out at Tarte online. They're out at Ulta online. They need to come to Sephora. I would like to try it just to see, you know, if it's as good as everybody says it is. But for now, just sticking with my tried and trues. Again, I haven't been doing, you know, a ton of extra concealing or anything like that, worrying about, you know, a bunch of spots. I just kind of, whatever I'm noticing that day, I'll kind of touch up. And then I really like this best for under my eyes lately. I've been using it for quite some time. And sometimes I'll just use the corrector under my eyes, and then some days I'll go ahead and put concealer. I guess I will go ahead and put concealer today. Sometimes it's a little too drying starting out this time of year. So we'll see. Hopefully it looks okay. And I like this brush too because it does kind of airbrush look, you know, diffuse it out, but yet it doesn't like totally blend all the product away, and it's quick. I like that. I usually set my under eyes right away. My lips feel really dry. Hold on. Lip Maximizer by Dior. Put that on. Okay. So I usually set my under eyes right away. And for a while, I've still been using the Morphe M438 brush. This is a really good one. And my Hourglass, you can see I've hit major pan, diffused light. This is just still my favorite. I've used other powders under my eyes, and this is just what I still like, what I go to. I might just do my whole face with this today, actually. So I'm going to take just a small little brush. This is a Sephora mini airbrush 55. I've tried not to powder a ton lately, but I do notice I need to powder a little bit so that my blush and bronzer, you know, look okay. And some days if I feel like I need it, I'll use the Becca, which I cannot believe they're discontinuing this, and it's already like gone from stores. I had to order a backup on Amazon. You guys know I love this. This is the Becca Perfect Skin Mineral Powder Foundation. The new stuff that they come out with is supposed to be like the everything powder. I tried it out in Ulta. It is not even close to this. So, and the shade range is like really narrow compared to what these were. So I'm really, really disappointed in Becca for getting rid of this. I don't know if this wasn't a good seller for them. I mean, my God, I've turned I don't know how many people onto it. So I know a lot of you have purchased it from my recommendation. I know Angie, Hot and Flashy, loves it. That's where I first heard about it. So as you can see, I've hit pan, but I do have one more backup. I'm going to try to find something else comparable. I'm going to try the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation, the Illumination again. I feel like I've tested that out before and I didn't love it. It seemed too thick, but I'm going to try it out to see if it's the closest match to this. So once in a while, I do take this on a fluffier brush and kind of just go all over. Especially if I feel like I need like a little more coverage places. So if I want a heavier coverage, I'll use, you know, a thicker brush. But so anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna do my eyebrows off camera because I do have a video showing where I've done it before and it takes a lot of time. But I go back and forth between the Brow Wiz and the Brow Definer from Anastasia, and it's in the color taupe. Okay, for bronzer and contour, I can't stop using this product. Ever since I got it a couple months ago, it's seriously one of the best products I have tried. It'll probably make it into my best of 2016. This is this Film Star Bronze and Glow by Charlotte Tilbury. And I don't know if you can tell how much I've used this, But I mean, I use the highlight constantly. I use this one. Like, I cannot stop using it. For light to medium skin tones, this is beautiful. Just take a big fluffy brush, same one. I feel like I talk about the same brushes like all the time. I do like a little bit of contour, but mainly just bronzing up, warming up my skin tone. If I'm going out at night or I'm on vacation or something, I definitely do like a harder contour. So it's like I start out a little concentrated and then I just, you know, move it around a little, blend it out. My neck usually needs a little bit of adjusting. I have not self-tanned in a week or so. So I need to do that. See, it just like warms up the face just enough. Only this brush sheds. I need to find a new one for sure. So I just love that. Like I said, it just warms up the skin enough. Sorry, I know I keep looking over here to make sure I'm in frame. And then I just take a fluffy brush. Whether I use this as a highlight or not, I've kind of been using something new, but if not, I use this as a highlight. I just take a fluffy, this is an eye brush, dab it in that highlight shade, and no matter what eye look I'm doing, even if I don't put eyeshadow on, I do this step. Tap it in the highlight, put it on my brow bone. It's just a nice glowy highlight, looks pretty. I usually put a tiny bit down the center of my nose. I don't take it all the way down to here because it makes my nose look oily and I don't think that's a good look personally, at least not on me. And then I usually take a tiny bit right here on my Cupid's bow. Not a lot though. People do this too much and I can't stop staring. They look like they're sweating. So don't bring it up too high. You literally just want it on the edge of your Cupid's bow. Like I said, I see people do that and I'm like, you look like you're sweating. I just want to like dab a Kleenex there or something. And hopefully mine doesn't look like that because I don't like that look. Okay, then I've been taking the Pixie by Petra. I showed this in the recent video, the Beauty Blush Duo in Peach Honey. I believe this is only on the Pixie site right now, so I'll link it there. It comes with this great kabuki and that's just what I use. So I take both colors and I put this on next. Just all over, kind of like you would blush. You know, I'm not real precise with it. So just give like a beautiful glow. See that? I think, I don't know, I'm liking this look better than just applying highlight right here. And I put it all over, and sometimes like I'll bring it up right here, but mainly just on the cheeks. And then I'll put blush over top of it. So it's kind of like the highlight still peeks through. Sometimes on me, and I think just different face shapes and your age, if I have that like, oh, I look like I put highlight. Oh, here's my blush. Here's my contour. I don't know. I like everything to just blend so you see the variations, but not like so harsh, if that makes sense. And for blush, I talked about this one as well. And ever since I showed that video, I was starting to hit pan. Well, I've hit pan now. This is the e.l.f. Mellow Mauve. And I just popped this right kind of on the apples. So see the difference? It just, I need blush. I'm one of those face shapes that I need blush or I don't look done. My face looks, the shape looks strange. So just on the apples of the cheek. And that way then I don't have to bring it all the way back and sculpt and stuff with my blush like I normally would, because I already put that highlighter, which is that peachy pink. So it already gave me a little bit of color. So just a little bit. I feel like in the viewfinder, this side's looking, could just be the shadows, looking like a little bit more. Let me look in this mirror, maybe. Okay. I like a lot of blush. I've mentioned that before. And again, with my face shape, I feel like I can get away with a lot of blush. Eyeshadow's been really simple. Just two things. Still using the Sephora pencil. Again, I said this might be a little light for some of you, but it's good as a base to layer. And this is a waterproof pencil. So it's the Sephora waterproof pencil, and this is a matte shade, and it is in the color Cafe au Lait. And then I've been putting one shadow over top of it. This is the Milani. This is actually a new one, a Bella Cappuccino. It's a satin. I got this in a box, wasn't BoxyCharm, it was another one. I really like this shade. I know these are hard to find, and I saw that Anastasia had a similar shade. So I will link that in case you can't find this one. So this I love because I don't have to be neat about it. I just start the lash line, bring it all the way up, you know, into my crease. Since I have a little bit of a hooded eye on this end, I just bring it up to where I can see it. And sometimes I'm good to go. That's all I want to do. I don't want to mess with it. I'll just use that. I've mentioned that before. But lately I've been liking I go back and forth between one color all over the lid and then using a whole bunch of colors and my normal thing. You know, it's just whatever I feel like. And like I said, if I want to be quick or not. Now, this will be tacky for a few minutes, you know. I kind of just take my finger over it, make sure, kind of wipe off the excess. And I've been using these new brushes. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm going to order more. These are fantastic. I got this one in that same box with the Milani shadow. These are the Luxie brushes. And I mean, how gorgeous are they? With the rose gold and the pink. Love them. They're cruelty free. I went on the site and they have a great return policy and, you know, great guarantee, and the prices are really good. So I'm definitely going to order more. I will link these below for you. They have all different kinds. I think I'm going to end up ordering that set of the kabuki style brushes because I could use some extras for sure. So this is a large angled. And then I got these eye brushes, came in a little pack, and I've been using this one. I mean, they're super soft. You guys asked me on Instagram, are they soft? Yes. Very nice. This one that I've been using is the 205, the tapered blending. I've been using it just to kind of messily put on the one color of shadow. So I just put this right over top, and it just deepens it enough to kind of give me a little bit of a shadow. There, hopefully you can see the difference. And I love these like easy eye looks. When I do easy eye looks, I usually like to put color all over the lid instead of my typical light here in the corner that you normally see me do. Like on days maybe I feel like I need a little brightening, what I do is take this palette again and a really small brush, and I will just take that highlight and kind of pop it here in the inner corner if I feel like, you know, I need a little something extra. I've even taken this color down on the bottom lash line. So this palette, I'm telling you, it's fantastic. I don't rave. I don't think a whole lot about a lot of products, but that one is good. And mention this too, the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Ice Mocha. I bought a new one. So I've been using it on the lower lash line. Oh, I keep finding those hairs from that brush stuck to me. I just like this. It gives that smoky kind of look. I need color on my lower lash line. I've mentioned that before. And then I'll do one of two things with liner. I pretty much always do this, no matter if I'm just even doing mascara. I will put the Makeup Forever Aqua Eyes in black, tight line with that. Sometimes I have not been putting anything on my waterline for a long time. It was just like automatic. I put the Chanel liner there, the marine. I kind of been going back and forth lately. I can't remember in that last video if I had it on or not, but if this is really sharp, you know, that's what I suggest. For some reason, my right eye, I have to lift it up a little bit or it really tickles. And I just kind of go most of the way in. This one I don't have to lift up as much. But it just really deepens the lash line. So, whew, makes my eyes water though. I can't decide today. I might just, I don't know, my eyes are so red. Sometimes I'll put liner on them to help take away the redness, but I'll give it a minute and see. Using my trusty L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly. I always have this in my collection. It's definitely a go-to for me. I use other ones, but I always make sure I have a tube of this. I have still been using, for a while I didn't have to because gosh, my lashes were getting so long, but I started using probably the beginning of July. Is it the Revitalash? Okay, so that's the finished look. My camera battery died as I was putting on the lip gloss, but I didn't do anything else. Just kind of sprayed my hair, finished it, a little bit. I'm definitely liking it a little bit shorter. It's still long feeling, but I like the blunt cut of it, and it makes it feel a lot healthier because my hair is like so thin. So I will link everything that I talked about below, and if you missed it in my last video, I just put a little blurb here and in the description box. I am having my own Stella & Trunk show. It's like a mystery hostess show where I'm raffling off the Hostess Rewards. That link will be below along with everything else that I'm wearing. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.